Well, I'm Russell Kirk from Central Texas and in the heart of Texas, and I've been enjoying your teachings and for a while now, and appreciate everything you're doing, and glad that you're here uh, teaching and helping us and kind of reaching out into the wilderness, so to speak.
Oh, Hashem. But maybe say a couple of words about like yourself, your background, and like the community, like what's going on with that.
Okay, well, yeah, we've been involved with Torah study and living as one of the righteous among the nations for over 20 years now. Been doing it a long time. We began with Vendel Jones uh, and started coming in and learning with him, and we've had a wonderful, fantastic journey. And I'm so thankful that Hashem has allowed us to engage and connect and to know him through the Jewish people. It's been a tremendous blessing for us. We have quite a few things here in Central Texas that, quite a few people to be involved with, a community, so to speak. So we've just been learning Torah together and growing together, and I think it's been a wonderful experience that we're very blessed to have had.
And so the community is about like 20, 30 years now, like that it's like building up.
Oh yes, yes. It's Vendel Jones had the first convention for B'nai Noach in 1990 here in Fort Worth, Texas, and so it's been growing here. I think Texas has a good, vibrant community all over.
Right.
I think from his influence and from many others that have come on, and the advent of this technology that we're engaging in today has allowed that to really explode. And I think it's so important that Torah-minded people take advantage of the opportunities that Hashem has given us with technology to engage, like from with me and you, and you're thousands of miles away, and yet we can connect and learn from Jerusalem.
Right, right.
As the Torah is supposed to come from Jerusalem, and Hashem has blessed us with this wonderful media to allow that to happen all over the world. It's
Right.
exciting times we live in.
Definitely, definitely, definitely. For me, like the source of my Torah, like without Kabbalah, just the simple approach, like of how Torah should be taught to the world, is basically from the diaspora Shiva from of Mordechai Goldstein, blessed memory, that he was very involved with teaching to the whole world, and the same sentence that you said, "Ki mitzion tetzeh Torah," was definitely one of his. It's not his saying; it's a verse, but he was using it all the time, all those days, and about 24 years ago, when I just kind of started in diaspora Shiva in Mount Zion. So they started to, to podcast the classes, some classes from there to the whole world. And that was like definitely with that idea, with that intention. And it became to be much easier. Like then it was like the possibilities were very limited. Now it's very easy, and the quality is much higher, definitely. And for me, like my special niche of Kabbalah and meditation, so that was always kind of sensitive issue because by many rabbis, the vast majority of the rabbis, they don't feel that like even if you want to be lenient to podcast Torah through the internet, but this subject should be kept like secret and silent, and that not to bring it to people that are not in that level, that spiritual level.
Mhm.
So
Well,
many
the
people
thing
are
about
asking
it,
me like, how do I do that? How do I like allow myself to teach this deep stuff through the internet? So if somebody would have asked you about like these kind of teachings before you met me and after you met me, like did it change in your mind, in your like your understanding of that?
yeah, well, I've been exposed to meditation from various people, various rabbis in the past, and I can tell you that it is such a blessing, especially, and I'm speaking from someone from the nation, someone who doesn't know and doesn't have the kavana and the spiritual elevation as a Jewish people. So I'm speaking from that context, and I'm going to tell you what it's done in our lives to help us grow and to help us connect and to elevate is been phenomenal. The more we can do this and connect with it, uh, the better off we are with connecting with Hashem, connecting with His Torah, even the pashat of the Torah. The one who can meditate and control, his consciousness and his thoughts in that simple manner, just control it helps in every facet of Torah learning. And so this is something that the stigma of Kabbalah and the stigma of meditation, if we can overcome that, I think the world can be a much better place, much more elevated place. And it's such a wonderful gift from Hashem to have this Torah that He's giving us,
Right.
and to be able to concentrate on it and to meditate and to use it to personally elevate is such an important thing.
Right. Oh, Hashem. Yeah, I think that definitely it helps in all areas of life. And it seems that like today in the modern world, people need it, like always people needed it, but in a way now more than in the past, because like there's so much extra stress in the lives of people. And like, if people don't have a way that they can, have some kind of a pause and to have some quiet time and to be able to engage within instead of like keep on dealing with the stream of life of the physical existence. It makes a big difference. It makes a big difference. I think that many of the people that are collapsing and all kinds of issues with marriage and relationships with kids and parents and etc. And like the experience of a person with himself, like through his life, can
Mhm.
be so much to be improved so much when people have this knowledge. And it seems that people got to that agreement that it is needed, but the question is like how to do it, when to do it, how much to do it, who, like what kind of guidelines, what should be the way to um so the fact is that there's like many millions of people that are practicing meditation in the States. And yeah, I don't know why, but it's somehow it got into, there's so much confusion, like of what is the like right thing of what is the right tradition to be connected with. So for me, it feels that it's kind of my obligation to make a statement of what the Jewish people have to offer to this world of meditation practice that is kind of building up today in a different way than what it used to be. It used to be like in a closed, secret circles of societies of whatever, all kinds of, and now like everything opens up with the internet, like you said, like the technology opens up the possibility of people to access information. So yeah, that's like when I understood that there's many people that they need it, and all what they got is spirituality that is based on the kind of Far East tradition mostly. There was also something with like Christianity. I have also something, but anyhow, it's like for me, it's there's no not much of a difference. But as long as it's not based on Torah, so like, yeah. Anyhow,
There's so much, there's so much junk out there.
right.
It's important that we have, knowledgeable kosher rabbis coming
Exactly.
in and guiding us and bringing us back and centering us into the right methods and techniques and the right, so we can gain the right mindset and we don't get led off into to astray. So I'm very appreciative of you and what you're doing, and that the fact that you're taking the time and effort to ensure that we're engaging in Torah in this way, in a good kosher manner.
Right. Yeah. So Baruch Hashem, I'm happy for the privilege, and it's very exciting. And I'm just this morning now it's 3:30 in the afternoon. So like all through the morning, basically I was like going through the different recordings that I already got and mark for myself like what like all kinds of more meditations that are needed, and trying to like make it that it will be something that anyone in any level in any situation can gain from. There's like so many, like even though there's so many people, but the basic needs are the same. People need
Absolutely.
to find a way to relax and to focus and to reconnect themselves, and to be able to have a flow of goodness of Hashem comes to their life, physical, spiritual, emotional. So all of those that are like the fundamentals of humanity. So I think that's the basic. Like first to have that, and then afterwards, like there's obviously levels upon levels upon levels, endless levels for anyone in his journey. But whoever is like going through this journey and you have those tools with him, you have those those facilities that he can take this time that he needs to reconnect whenever and so on. Like for me, the time that I'm practicing in my meditation usually is like within my prayer while I'm doing my prayer. So my prayer is my meditation at the same time. And that's like and that was like the way that I learned the Kabbalistic meditation. Like while I was learning the Kabbalah, so I like with it came like the knowledge of the how to practice it as a meditation. Just they don't call it meditation there. In the Kabbalistic yeshiva where I was learning, they just call it kavanot. So to make this jump from this world of the Kabbalistic kavanos in the Ashkenazi pronunciation, and then to bring it into something that is suitable for everybody, not just people with the background of Kabbalah and not only Jews, something that is like for all humanity. So that was like a big step that for me, like it took me a while to figure out that that's what I need to do. That's like in the beginning, I just, I had this idea of like, I'm not, I don't want to teach like non-Jews, because I don't know like what is the right thing to teach and what is not the right thing to teach. And it was like, it took me a while to get this understanding of that's part of what Jewish rabbis need to do to lead like everybody, the whole humanity, to connect to Hashem, to help like any human being all around the world to reestablish the connection to Hashem the right way. That is, the next step, kind of after whenever a person has some kind of a spiritual desire, spiritual journey process that is going through. So usually, it takes time, it builds up. There's ups and
Yeah.
downs, and like a physical journey. And someone is taking a walk in the mountains. So there's, it's a whole thing, a whole journey.
Mhm. Yeah.
So to facilitate the right knowledge, as I call the book, Light to the Nations, to be able
Yeah.
to be that lighthouse that shows like the direction of
Absolutely.
how to reestablish our connection to Hashem. So for me, that's my main purpose of all what I teach.
Yeah, I know, and I tell you, Rabbi, we can be a handful at some time. So I appreciate y'all's patience and diligence with being that light and bringing us this information. And we live in a world of a lot of bad information, and we have to work our way out of it. And meditation is a good way to do that, but we have to be guided, in the proper methods and the proper ways and the proper mindset, and how to engage in it, and what are intentions, that our expectations and our intentions that we have when we're doing it. And that can only come from the side of holiness. If not, it's going to lead people astray, which is what we're dealing with.
Right, right, right. So yeah, that's for me, like that was my vision, that was my goal. And I was looking for a few years now, like what will be the right chariot, the
Hmm.
right vehicle to go forward with this, to bring the information to the world, to help people to practice it. Because I just, I would love to be able to go around the world and to make events and to teach people, but it's not happening. And like for me, like the last 22 years I didn't leave Eretz Israel. Baruch Hashem, for different reasons, Hashem is keeping me here. So I had to find a way like to use like the internet, the technology that there is, to be able to facilitate that for everybody. And now the latest news that I'm working on, like for the last year and a half or so, to package all of this information, all of those teachings, like the practice program and coaching, you can call it, for Jewish meditation in an app, to make it that it will be easy for people to use the phones or whatever, the laptop, and they can put on like the headset, you know, headphones, and close their eyes and have guided meditations, the teachings and the practice and everything. So that's what I'm working on now. And for a while, I was trying to figure out like what should be the way to do it. And I realized that all what I was doing like so far, the last, I don't know, 8, 9 years, it was all the time in a structure of like a non-profit organization, Amuta, it's called in Hebrew. Um, and I got to a point that I understood that it will be very limited this way. That if I keep it like only as a non-profit, so I always like missing the means to be able to reach out to more people. So now I decided to do it like as a business, as a startup company that is building like an app and like a whole, marketing strategy, like professional, something like, and obviously the purpose is to build to reach out to vast majority of people that have the access to this kind of technology today, which is most of the Western world. So that's a big challenge for me. Like it's a big shift from like doing everything like as a non-profit organization and to try to get into this world of. So I have like quite a few people, Baruch Hashem, that are helping me, and also with all the kind of technical side of the programming and recording and editing and this and that of the recordings, but also like on the professional business side of like to manage that and to make it that it will be like everything, the way it should be legal and tax wise and this and that and to have everything the the way that the world are used to receive this. So that's kind of what is happening now by me is that I started this kind of crowdfunding for this for the company that is building the app, the company that I opened that is building this meditation app, J Meditate, I call it. So yeah, and the idea is that it will be a way for anyone, anywhere to be able to connect to the real Jewish tradition of spirituality and a way to connect to Hashem. So the way that I vision that is that there will be like a lot of free content that everybody can just connect and download and use and have like the beginning of the practice, and there will be like more exclusive content for people that are paying different levels, whatever, and people that need like one-on-one guidance, which the truth is that everybody needs. It's always good. But yeah, so to have that also as a possibility there, that people can have some kind of meeting with the rabbi. So the idea is to build like a whole community of people that want the guidance and they need like some kind of a coach, Jewish meditation coach, something like
Well,
that.
yeah, they're going to have so many questions. People have so many questions, and it's so good to have somebody that you can connect to and talk to and go to. Just a peace of mind that if you did have a question for clarification, confirmation that what you're doing and how things are going is right is so important. So I'm glad that you've got that being built into the system to where you can have that personal contact.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I understood that it's needed, so I found a way, Baruch Hashem, to implement that. And yeah, the way that is happening now is that I'm using like this platform that is like in Israel. It's like a crowdfunding platform that is called Head Start, that is like Kickstart in the States, something like similar to that. And the benefit of people that they are like paying now, doing like early sales, so they're gaining like a discount of 20% from the prices of whatever is going to be the prices. And also it's a way for people to help me to set it up and to make it happen. That's the main thing. Like people that are sharing the vision and they feel that it's important to bring it to the world. So that's the way that I found that will be the best way to make it happen to begin with. And Bezrat Hashem, after it will start rolling, so it will be like self-sustainable and enough to grow, and hopefully to be able to use all the funds that is building up there to get to more people and to create more quality content and everything, and to create and to have like a bigger staff of like right now I have like few students, but what I feel that is needed is like a whole training for trainers, you know. That's the to have like to have a big group, a big like variety of people that can reply and give guidance to all the different kinds of people. So like generally people, they need someone that can understand them, where they're coming from, what is their background, to be able to relate to them and so on. So to have like kind of representatives of different groups and different communities, and you know, to come together and to go through a certain training. So that's like in the future. That's maybe next year. I don't know. Maybe in a couple of years. Like, but there's a whole plan. There's a whole plan of how to build it with the help of Hashem.
Well, very good. Yeah, it's as I tell you, you know, a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people are going to be interested in this and wanting to connect with it. And when you know those numbers and those start coming in, you know, it's going to you're going to need a lot of help.
Yeah.
People are so hungry for this.
Right.
You know that you know they have a sense of longing and wanting a nearness with Hashem. And once they get connected in with meditation and see how that can draw you in, you know, closer spiritually to him, I think a lot of people are going to really benefit from it.
Yeah, yeah. Bezrat Hashem. That's the plan. That's the plan. Very good. Good. So I will send you the link to this campaign that I just started a couple of days ago.
Okay.
And Bezrat Hashem, I hope that with this video we can inspire more people to join in and to help to make it happen together. Bezrat Hashem, that's the idea, that with the unity of good people with good heart, so we can make good things to happen.
Amen.
Bezrat Hashem, Bezrat Hashem. And I'm sure that there's many people that know you, know me, and can enjoy this, and together, Bezrat Hashem, more and more people. I hope that it will create enough waves that it will reach to all of the distant islands.
Oh, let's hope so. You know,
Bezrat Hashem. Bezrat Hashem. Okay. Thank you very much, Russell, for joining me. All the blessings.
Thank you, Rabbi.
From Yerushalayim, Bezrat Hashem. And
right. Thank you.
When are you planning to come to visit?
Maybe in a year. I'm planning on maybe a year. I retire in a year, so I think I can have a nice trip to where I don't have to rush back or do anything. I can just relax in Jerusalem in about a year.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, Rabbi.
להתראות.